The nation saw the protests at the University of Missouri, students demanding changes in what they believe to be a racist institution. Then it saw the football team threaten to take a knee and the leadership unravel. One part of the story you may not have seen is the paralyzing power struggle happening behind closed doors between the deans and then Chancellor Bowen Lofton. On November 9th, 2015, all sitting deans wrote a letter demanding Lofton's removal.
There were 9 of us.
We just were dealing with a situation that was not acceptable any longer.
Did you feel kind of blindsided?
I did, quite frankly. You know, everyone has their opinion here. What bothers me the most is they never came to me about this.
The deans say Lofton had a list of failures. One, how Lofton addressed the issues with racism on campus. A meeting was held in 2014 after the grand jury's decision not to indict the officer who shot and killed Michael Brown. Students shared personal stories of racism, and Lofton was criticized for being aloof.
You can't sit there when a student is talking and look at your cell phone all the time.
But I wasn't talking on my phone at all. I did text my boss one time to tell him I wouldn't be late for a meeting. I felt I owed him that much anyway. But I was really busy with my iPad trying to capture what students said.
People would have listened and took the concerns seriously. And that means not just listening, but actually, doing something.
But Lofton says he was doing something.
We worked diligently for almost a year trying to address the concerns of our students here, and we made some progress. By no means what they wanted.
In August of 2015, Lofton suspended the graduate students' health insurance. After outrage and protest from those students, he reinstated the benefits until the end of this academic year. This was another failure, the dean's name.
I'd really understood all the pieces of it, and I didn't at the time. That's my fault.
But some of the deans may have had problems of their own.
Reasons for going after Lofton. Lofton was auditing them.
An audit for the College of Agriculture, Food and Natural Resources, or CAFNR, released in June 2016, found a $743,000 embezzlement by an employee over 15 years. It also gave CAFNR the highest risk level rating. Lofton says the reason for inquiring about the financial state of the colleges was
It was a matter of reporting, a matter of oversight, a matter of trying to move the campus to be able to demonstrate fiscal discipline.
The 2016 audit says the dean, along with the CFO, are, quote, responsible for all financial activity occurring within the college, end quote. According to UM system data, the College of Arts and Science was in about $8 million of debt. Mike O'Brien, the dean of the College of Arts and Science, left Mizzou in July. CAFNR Dean Thomas Payne announced his retirement this May. He'll be leaving in December. These aren't the only deans leaving. Of the 13 deans at the university, here's a look at the deans that have left or are leaving since November of last year. And now here's a look at the deans that are currently serving as interim. And finally, the medical school dean left and then came back.
The med school dean issue was for many of us the straw that broke the camel's back.
Patrice De La Fontaine was brought in from Tulane to be the med school dean and increase Mizzou's standing in the Association of American Universities, a group that ranks the top 62 universities in the U.S. and Canada.
And was it Lofton that forced Patrice out of his position? Forced him to resign?
Well, he was the chancellor.
Do you think it was a good decision for you to make at the time?
The information I had at the time was quite compelling.
Can you tell me about that?
No.
De La Fontaine was hired back as dean just 5 months later.
And there was a tendency to blame other administrators.
Again, something I said to the deans early in my tenure here, which probably got me in trouble with them, was this place has no terms for deans. We had deans when I arrived here who'd served over 20 years.
Tim Wolf is another player in this game. He resigned as system president November 9th. Wolf sent out a confidential email that was leaked. In it, Wolf claims Lofton shifted the focus of the protesters from himself to Wolf after Lofton realized his own job was in jeopardy.
I had no idea he believed that about me, that I somehow engineered the students turning on him. That was the last thing I'd think about doing.
There's one group Wolf did not mention in the letter.
The only people that he didn't badmouth were the deans.
I've reached out to Wolf a number of times, but he has yet to speak publicly on any of these issues. The University of Missouri system is working to move forward and make strides to improve the environment on campus and internally. The system is searching for a permanent president and chancellor as it works to fix a noticeable drop in enrollment.